Let's take a look at some KZ550 electronic stuff. 1982 cafe racer. Let's check it out. Okay, so for the initial topic here, let's look at the wiring. So this is my little tail section. My brake lights are just a couple of LED strips from AutoZone. Made these little brackets just to clamp them in place. And that is bright enough to light the tag, because the bicycle speedometer does just fine. Got the headlight. And then for my high and low, currently I've got a toggle switch because the switch on the handlebar is broken. Turn signals, well, I don't have them, so they don't work. Horn works. And you got your off, run. So as far as the handlebars go, the only wiring I've got hooked up is the engine kill switch, start button, ignition switch, high-low, and the horn. As far as the major electrical components go on here, I've just got the coils, the horn, the igniter, and the voltage regulator. And then I added in the little fuse box there just to have a couple inline fuses. So I stole a battery out of the TW200, so it looks a little funky right now with my napkin spacers. But I've got one 14 gauge wire ran back to two fuses on the block, ignition, one for accessory, 12 volt trigger wire coming up to starter solenoid. Then there's your ground wire. That's got the ground ran from the battery to the seat pan. That shortened up a lot of wiring there. Then I got my heavy gauge wiring from the battery to the starter solenoid, then from the solenoid back up to the starter. Then under the seat pan here, just got one leg of wiring going back to the battery box. And I mentioned making this easier to get off and on. All it's got now is just these 4 bolts and a nut. Previously the nuts were trapped as well as the bolts because I had all this tack welded together. So I had to cut a few things to get them back out, but now it is actually removable. I think the next thing is probably going to be repainting this gas tank because I found out very quickly that whatever clear coat I used on this Rust-Oleum stuff, it does not work with gasoline. It immediately started coming off. So I'm gonna repaint that thing next. But in the meantime, there's a little bit on the electricals for what keeps this barely running. Like, subscribe, and take it easy. We'll see you next time.